Live from Johannesburg in South Africa. Our police in Tanzania fired tear gas and gunshots on Thursday to disperse groups of protesters who returned to the streets a day after a general election marred by violent demonstrations. A protest broke out in the commercial capital Dar es Salaam and other cities during the vote on Wednesday over the exclusion of President Samia Suluhu Hassan's two biggest challengers from the presidential race, as well as what demonstrators say is increasing a government repression. Our police ordered an overnight curfew in Dar es Salaam, a city of more than 7 million people, after government offices and other buildings were set ablaze. Internet access disrupted during the election appeared to be returning intermittently on Thursday. And for more on this, we are joined on the line by Dr. Matshanga, who is an expert on anything in terms of African politics. Dr. Matshanga, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Yes, I am joining you live in Tanzania via satellite link. My fryer is down here, and I am able to transmit live and tell you the true story of what is going on in Tanzania.
Dr. Matshanga, what is going on in Tanzania? The young people have now come out and called the President Samia Suluhu Idi Amin.
I think they are mistaken. Those younger men have never fought. They have never seen what Idi Amin used to do. You can't call Samia Suluhu Idi Amin useless. That is very bad language. And if they are younger men, we must tell them off that some of us who have been there in 1978 in Tanzania liberated our own country from Idi Amin. Suluhu was not like Idi Amin. That is the most useless propaganda, useless insult that they have heaped on the people of Tanzania. Let me come back today.
Yes.
Planes are coming in. Look, let me explain here. Planes are coming in. If you want to come to Tanzania, book up your plane. South African Airlines, has it said it has cancelled? No. Everybody is coming in. The problem is the AI images. Somebody is even using South African demonstration that you had in 2020 and placed it on the road of which is not in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. These are images of AI that are there to discredit the government of Republic of Tanzania. Some of us liberators who liberated our countries, who were fed by Tanzania, who were in Tanzania, will not accept. We shall stand firm with the President Suluhu until we get an amicable solution. We are not going to fall in neo-colonial tactics that are destroying most of the African countries.
Now the question then is, what now? Because you know what has unfolded publicly, the fact that two of her strongest opponents could not take part in the election itself. Why is this the case?
Do you know why? People are not explaining the truth. These guys were preaching divisive politics. They were trying to separate Tanzania from Zanzibar and Pemba. They were not good people. It is like somebody in South Africa saying Swaziland owns the whole of South Africa, isn't it? Can you allow that? Which government can allow that? Let's be honest. No government can allow such rubbish to be peddled after Nyerere in 1964, in 1974, fought a bitter war to unite the two islands on the mainland. Tundu's Lisu mouth is like a water machine mouth that brings out very bad words. I know him. It's me who tried to persuade him to come and talk to the government of Tanzania. He agreed when he was in Belgium in a small room in exile when I went to meet him. But this guy, when Magufuli died, he celebrated. You can't celebrate your friend's death. So that is the leader you want to bring. Two, the constitution of Tanzania, my sister, says Tanzania has not paid me to say this. I am saying it from here because there is nothing that is happening. What the AI images you are seeing, this will be controlled by the security agencies. The Constitution of Tanzania says the winner of elections by percentage is the winner of the presidency. You can't change it because Tanzania has tribes, but very united. Tanzania has tribes, but it believes in unity. You believe that Tanzania has more tribes than South Africa, than Uganda, than Kenya, than any of these states, but they are united. So therefore, somebody who wants to bring divisions because you have been paid some money from Mr. George Soros, who's seated in Washington eating bacon, wants you to go on the streets to break up things without sitting down and understanding the electoral laws. Electoral laws are formed for you to follow. Code of conduct. You have refused elections in Tanzania. If you don't want to vote, there is no law in Tanzania, Lulu, that says you should vote by law. No, you can refuse to vote. So those who have refused to vote, thank you. Let's keep quiet. Let's wait for the results to be announced, and then we take it from there. Any lawyer will agree with me that you cannot demonstrate ban things over what you did not take part in. Useless.
Now, access to the internet, those type of things stoke even more fires. In a sense. Why do you think the government has decided to do that? Is it the issue of AI and the images that are all over social media? Is that what they're saying?
Exactly. Look at that. Am I not speaking from Dar es Salaam? Yes, I'm speaking from here. But if you're a bad guy coming to criticize what the government has done, to incite the people, will the government allow you to come? If you're a good journalist, you want to report independently, will the government refuse you to come? No, the government will allow you. Most of the journalists are here. People who are reporting positively are in here. But those who want to form AI images of South African demonstration with uniform of South Africa, there is no white policeman in Tanzania. You bring images of other countries and place them on another country. No, let's be honest.
Dr. Matshanga,
and tell the truth.
Dr. Matshanga, we have run out of time, but I have to ask, we have a team on the ground, Channel Africa reporters and correspondents who were not able to get access to them, during that time while they were there in Tanzania, and even now. What is the problem there? Because as a representative...
They didn't register early enough. And if they have satellite phones...
Dr. Matshanga, they did. They did register early and followed all the procedures. But unfortunately, we were not able to speak to them.
I'm not speaking for the government, Lulu. I am speaking as an East African, an African, a Pan-African. What is the beef? Maybe if you go for journalism, South African radio should have bought them satellite phones, which can override any institution, even when you're in South Africa and you report. Am I not reporting with my satellite phone?
This is now it. We're speaking to you, and another person we spoke to because they had a strong internet connection. So, in that sense, it has created a bit of a situation in terms of reporting.
The internet has been again cut down to that is the communication authority of a country. Any country that is in danger depends on the security of that country. So for me, I can't analyze the security of Tanzania. But the truth is, yes, internet has been curtailed for some of these people who bring AI images that are now coming now. They are saying the airport has been occupied. The airport is not occupied. You can go there, come out, if you are not causing any trouble.
Yeah.
We cannot accept that.
Yes, well, Dr. Matshanga, unfortunately, we have run out of time, and we'll have another conversation once the results have been announced and what the way forward is on from there. Thank you so much for joining us on Africa Update.
Thank you very much, Lulu. The way is South Africa. Africa must learn the South African way. You vote, go back home, and sit. That has not come. Our democracy must change. And I think the competition, the democracy of one man, one vote is useless for Africa. We better go back to a model of China. When China went back 40 years, Lulu, where they are now, you can see they are lending us money. African democracy, no, there will be no winner, no loser who will accept results. Even Bob Wine in Uganda thinks that he will win when he knows he can't even win. So he will cause only trouble.
Yeah.
I talk my mind.
Yes, Dr. Matshanga, we'll leave it there. Thank you for your time today. That's Dr. David Matshanga, who is an expert on all things politics and analysis on the African continent and across the globe. He was joining us on the line from Tanzania. Our news headlines up next with Onel Nzinzi.